Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, I want to give you some beginners tips and tricks for EXOS heroes. Now I want to clarify, this is a video for beginners of the game. If you've been playing the game for a couple of days now, you're probably going to know most of the information I'm going to be sharing in today's video. This video is specific for brand new players to the game that just want some of the systems to be clarified or to find out certain pieces of information. Now before we get into the video, I do want to let you guys know, for full disclosure, this video is sponsored by EXOS Heroes. So thank you so much to EXOS Heroes for sponsoring this video. They asked me what kind of video I wanted to do, and I wanted to put together a video to help out new players to the game because honestly, I've been enjoying the game. I've been taking my time with it. I've been slowly going through the story. I've been going through the progression, everything like that. And honestly, this is a really good casual game for me. And I've been very much appreciate their sponsorship. As well as there is a coupon code. If you guys haven't seen it already, I'll have information in the description for how to claim free premium currency in the game. So let's go ahead and just jump straight into it, get started with the information. The first thing I want to talk about is actually the main storyline. Now, I've had people ask me and talk to me about this before, about the main storyline and how far I've actually progressed in the game. Now, I personally took the time to listen and read through the story and progress through the game at my own pace. I'm only at chapter 7, episode 8, but the reason why I want to bring this up is because most of the content in this game, a majority of the content in this game, is specifically tied to the story mission. What I want to talk about is actually the challenges. Now, the farther you get into the game, the more and more these challenges will be able to unlock. The Experience Sanctum, Spirit Sanctum, Hero Battle, Ancient Gold Mines, the trade routes, which allow you to get equipment for your characters, the Blessing Sanctum, which allows you to get materials to bless your heroes, battles and raids, which you do need to be part of an air squadron, which is like a guild in this game. So I do recommend jumping into a guild as soon as possible, and to make sure that guild is at least level 5 so you can unlock the battles and the raids. You unlock PvP, the Labyrinth, the Holy Dragon Grounds, a lot of stuff in this game. In fact, I'm getting ready to unlock the side stories once I get to chapter 7, section 8. Once I complete that, I'll be able to go in and read some of the side stories for each of the different characters. Now, the reason why I want to bring this up is, for me personally, because I was taking my time going through the game, a lot of the things kind of unlocked slowly for me and allowed me to be able to kind of go through and progress at my own pace. But if you're the kind of player that really wants to just get straight into the meat of things, if you really want to just unlock all of the content the game has and just get ready and do your grinds, your daily grinds and stuff, you're going to want to focus on completing the main story as fast as you possibly can, trying to push through everything as quickly as you possibly can. And so that's my first suggestion, is if you really want to get through this game and get to all of the content, to focus on the main story up front. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is actually the character progression in this game, which can seem a little bit daunting at first because there is a lot of different ways to actually go through and progress your characters. So let's head on over to the Manage My Hero screen, and let's go ahead and take a look at Sabrina, because I do want to show you something in today's video when it comes to upgrading your characters, because this is pretty great. Now, the very basic thing on upgrading your characters is obviously leveling up your characters. You get experience scrolls. There's a lot of different ways to gain experience scrolls in the game. You can get it through the Door of Creation. You get a little bit there. You have your daily grinds, the Experience Sanctum that you can go through to get your materials there. You can get it through like your exploration modes and stuff. These scrolls are basically what you're going to be using to upgrade your characters. Now, if the scroll that you have is attached or the same elemental type as the character that you're trying to upgrade, you're going to get more experience from that specific scroll. So I do recommend not wasting scrolls of a specific experience on a character that doesn't have, or a specific element on a character that doesn't have the exact same element. So I've got some light-based scrolls there that I would not want to use on Sabrina because I feel like that'd be a waste of experience points. So leveling up, very simple. Now let's go ahead and actually talk about enhancing. Now, there is a specific stage that you can go through that you get enhancing materials to upgrade your characters. Now, this is a little bit confusing at first, but I do want to show you guys kind of how this works and how it actually takes a lot of resources in order to upgrade your characters. Which kind of leads me into my very first tip when it comes to upgrading characters, and that is to not spread your materials out thin. You're going to be getting a lot of your characters, you're going to be getting a lot of experience and stuff like that. For me personally, I stuck to just kind of the main story characters for kind of a long time until I saved up enough premium currency or got to a certain point in the story that I felt like I needed stronger characters. So then I went and summoned, and now I had plenty of materials to go through and upgrade my characters. Now, the enhancement is the plus sign next to your character. So right now, Sabrina is at +4. I need to get her to +5 so I can continue to progress her and upgrade her and bless this character. Now, what you're going to want to do is either find elemental types for that specific character. You can get the spirits, which again, I believe you get through the Door of Creation or through the blessing stage for the daily challenges. What you're going to want to do is if you go and you select whatever character you want to sacrifice for them, you'll see a percentage rating. Now the 27.50% chance to upgrade the character does not add to any of the other ones. So even though I have overall 100% chance right now, if I were to add them all together, that does not mean I have a guaranteed chance to get to her a +1. Every single one of them has a 27.50% chance to upgrade. So for her, I may not want to spend all of this. Maybe I'll try 2 of them to enhance her. Let's see if it actually works. It may not, because again, they're all pretty low. So you can see both of them failed right there because they're both pretty low, 27.50% chance. The way that you can actually upgrade that to get a better chance at upgrading characters is the higher rarity of the specific material that you're using to upgrade them. So if I select the 4-star, it's now a 55% chance. If I were to go through and select a 5-star spirit material, I'll have a 100% chance to upgrade her to +5. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is transcending. Now, transcending in this game, what it does is it basically goes through and it'll upgrade their maximum level for that specific character. So if I wanted to go through and upgrade her, I'd have to select a duplicate of this character, or I'd have to pick a specific spirit. Now, I believe I actually have a duplicate for her, but I have it locked. So if I go ahead and unlock it and then head on back to transcend, I'll be able to select it, and then we can now go and transcend her. And now her maximum level goes from 75 to 77. The 100% chance to do it. So there we go. So now I have a little blue +1 right above her. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the blessing system. Now I'm not gonna be able to do it for her because I do need to get her to the maximal level, and then I need to get her to a +5. But basically, when you go through and you bless her, there is very, very specific materials that you're going to need in order to bless her. So I head on over to my inventory right here. Go ahead and sell some stuff. Materials that you're going to need are things like this: lapis crystals, Gaius fragments, you're going to need Lucinda's vestiges, and then you're going to need things like powder. Now, there is a specific stage that you can go through daily to go and actually acquire those. There's also another place you can get it through the exchange system and the heroic tokens. Every once in a while you can go through, you can refresh this, you can get materials through here from as well. But that's another thing that I do recommend, like saving those materials for your stronger characters, not necessarily the beginning ones that you get right up the front. A lot of my main story characters I got just at the very beginning, I did not go through and upgrade them in specific ways because I wanted to save those materials to upgrade my stronger characters. Now, the next thing I kind of want to talk about, it kind of comes down to management and not making fatal mistakes like I did. The inventory system, what you can do is you can actually go through and sell or disassemble certain items, and you can go and you can select all. So this is something that I did once and I regret doing it, and I just want to share with you guys to make sure that you don't end up doing it too. So I went ahead and selected 1 star. I was like, awesome, I'll go ahead and sell these things. But hold on, yes, there are equipment items in here that are useless. I don't need them. But you're gonna notice there's a lot of those materials that I needed to upgrade my characters. Those are actually very, very useful. So be careful you don't end up accidentally doing this and selling this stuff, because I did, and I had to go back through and grind to get some of these materials. Again, even these like low 1-star things are very, very useful. Don't go and make the same mistake that I did and sell your 1-stars and all of a sudden you're like running out of materials because now you have to go through and grind and stuff. It could be very, very frustrating. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, and this is something that I was a little bit confused at first, and I actually had to go and do some research to find out exactly what this kind of meant, but the Fate Core system. The Fate Core system basically gives you an alternative design to your character, as well as alternative designs to certain skills and abilities. So I believe I have one in the Forgotten Memory, or is it the next one over? Right. Where'd you go? Come on, right there. Okay. So I have this alternative, I'm going to say like an alternative skin for Iris. Now what this does is I can go through and I can enhance the skin if I want to. I can use what's known as Mew, which are like these little spirit characters. I'll show you guys right here. These little spirit characters right here, which you can use to enhance your other Fate Cores. Now, when you go through, you can equip this Fate Core onto a specific hero. So you'll notice I have it equipped onto Iris here down at the bottom. Basically what that does is it'll actually change some of their abilities. The most noticeable one, at least for her, is her Cleanse 1 passive becomes a Cleanse 2 passive and just adds a little extra bonus on top of it where she gains mana. Additionally, if health of target is 20% or less when triggered. So she gets a little bit more mana, as well as her sort of ultimate ability does change to Inherited Power, though it probably has a different effect as you go through and you upgrade it. But basically the Fate Core system is a skin that you can acquire and you can equip onto a different character that gives you an alternate set of skills for that specific character and a new way to kind of go through and upgrade them. It was something I didn't really understand at first. I just wanted to share with you guys, hopefully be able to clarify that for you, because I ended up getting my very first one and I was like, how does this work? So I Googled it, figured out the information, and I like it. I like that alternative skin. Now, the last thing I want to share with you guys, it's something that I've seen a lot of people kind of Google and things that I didn't really know how to do. And one of the biggest things, the reason why I've been kind of taking it slow going through the story, is because I want the premium currency that comes from 3-starring stories. So I think I've completed all the way up to chapter 3, and then I've been trying to push through lately and try to get the rest of these 3 stars. But I know a lot of people, like, once you kind of go through into a specific stage, if you don't complete that stage 3 stars, a lot of people have been asking, well, how do I go back? How do I try to redo missions before so I can get those 3 stars? The way you do it is there is a little bubble chat icon up here at the top. I'm kind of touching it right there. If you go ahead and you tap on that, it'll bring up all of your previous stages. And you can go through and you can select the stage you want to do. Right now, I'm pushing through chapter 4. If I wanted to go, let's see, this one I need 2 stars on here. I can click on it and then it'll give me my mission success right here. I need to break Virus and break 3 times in order to succeed. And then up here at the top where I'm kind of tapping right there, I don't know if you guys can see it. Click on that and it'll bring up the walkthrough board. So 2 ice, 1 merch, and 1 green, 1 mech, and 1 green to break the end boss. So if you guys were wondering how to do that, there you go right there. So you guys go, just a couple of little tips and tricks here for you guys that are brand new to the game that wanted to know how to unlock most of the content, how to progress and upgrade your characters, and one of the biggest ones was how to go back through and complete previous missions, and that was the biggest one I wanted to share with you. So guys, thanks so much for watching. My name's Koolio, and again, thank you so much to EXOS Heroes for sponsoring today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, subscribe, and head on down to the description down below and download EXOS Heroes today. Guys, thanks so much for watching. My name's Koolio, and I'll see you next time.